Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we've got this new Heroes Path event. There's also a new Amazon Prime drop. We're going to cover both of those in this video. So from today until Wednesday, the 14th, we're going to be running a Heroes Path event. The special event will task you with completing objectives to earn hero coins, kind of like what we've done in the past. And to earn those coins, you're going to need to summon and upgrade champions. Now, this is kind of big in a sense that I don't think we've seen a legendary champion at the end of one of these. We've seen the Eternal Soul Stones before, the big boy ones, but never a legendary champion. So it's actually pretty significant. We're going to take a look and see how achievable it is, how kind of whale fest it is. Of course, this is going to be aimed at spenders, right? You're getting you're getting a legendary champion out the other end of it. So it's going to be aimed at spenders, but just how achievable is it? We can take a look. And you also get other rewards such as soul stuff. Each path contains different rewards, blah, blah, blah. You'll need to use keys to unlock the next section. Let's take a look. So, yes. Get me past all the clicks. Okay, so here we are. I mean, these events have been a real mix of shadiness versus decent-ish, honestly. You get to choose your path. You get to choose your line of attack. Last time I was pretty damning on the way they kind of did these grids because it looked like you could go in one direction and you couldn't. And hopefully they've kind of resolved that because you've got keys in the mix right the way through it, which you're probably going to have to get to. I mean, looking at the rewards on the way down, got 2 legendary books here. Let's add up some numbers. Let's have a look. Okay, so provided you are allowed to just do a straight line down into this legendary book or a straight line down into this legendary book here, both sides are about the same. 23,000, just over. 23,100 on this side, 23,200. I worked it out on this side. So they're about the same to get to your legendary tome. If you're avoiding the legendary tome, you're trying to get this champion. I mean, you've got 100,000 points worth of getting the champion at the bottom, but go straight down the middle. Also, grab these 2 keys. As long as you don't have to do everything else around the outside of it, I work that out to be 22,600 to go straight down the middle and to collect the 2 keys to unlock this. So you've got pretty similar to what you would spend to get the legendary tomes to unlock this part, and then obviously you've got 100,000 over the top of that. So let's see what sort of point scoring we've got here to do stuff. Somehow I've got 46 points already, and I've only just logged into the game. That's weird. I don't know what I've done. I must have done something, but I guess I've been in my where have I been? I've been in the old Guardian Ring. I did this. I was like, hold on a minute. How have I got any points? Yeah, I did that. So let's have a look. Upgrading champions. Give me a breakdown. Yeah. So this is pretty much, if we've talked about before doing hero or champion training events, yeah, this is what this all kind of lies into. It's where you actually make maximum efficiency of upgrading your champions. And you can actually rack up a lot of points. If you're going for one of those legendary tomes, you can get a crazy amount of points from just taking champions that are going to be your food. I know I've talked about this in the past, so I'm not going to go into massive detail here, but say this was going to be a food champion. I know it's an epic. You're probably losing your mind, but on my account, epic champions are not the thing anymore. Let's say this was my food. I take him as a food champion, someone I'm going to feed into someone else, and the first thing I do is make sure that he gets some levels. Yeah, so for a 4-star, I generally would put 4 brews into him. And bam, I get 140 hero coins. Yeah, so if you're doing that all the time before you feed, 3 stars, you put a couple of brews in. Yeah, this is the way you win champion training events, or you get the maximum rewards. And it would be the same with Heroes Path. You'd actually end up getting a decent amount of rewards just by leveling some champions. We do need to bear in mind now, a fusion is around the corner. There's going to be another kind of champion in the mix there, but you can get yourself up to probably like a legendary tome, actually relatively comfortably. And that's not a bad investment of your stuff, because you know what, you were going to do it. You're going to train champions anyway. Yeah, so to get stuff along the way is not that bad. I don't know how it compares to an actual champion training event, but I'd imagine it's probably actually not too bad. So that's one thing. But to get to this 100,000, I think you're going to have to get involved in shard pulling as well. Let's work it out. If you were just to do it through sacreds, how many sacreds is that going to be? So if my maths are right, it's 122,600 points if you went straight down the middle and grab your keys, yeah, without getting the extra legendary books. So we divide that by the number of sacreds you would need. So it's kind of similar to what they've done in the past, honestly, which just got you like an eternal soulstone. 27 sacreds. It's a damn lot. It's a ton. Yeah. 27 sacreds. They probably value those at around $20 each on average if you were to buy them. So you're talking like 500 odd quid for a champion. Now, someone like me, I've actually got a decent amount, 15 sacreds, and then I'd have to kind of make up the rest through doing champion training, or maybe I'd pick up one or two more through Clan Boss over the weekend. And, you know, maybe I've got myself over 5 days, a good chance to get actually pretty damn close to that. That's just, and that's me at 15. I don't know. There's a lot of people that have got this sort of amount. There's also a lot of people that have got 1 or 2, and this is completely irrelevant for you. Just do whatever you were going to do, just do that. Yeah, and maybe do the champion training piece to get yourself a legendary book. Then you stop. But for someone like me that's already got a decent amount, and, you know, over a 2 times weekend where actually I really want to get Harima, that would be absolute icing on the cake, I would have pulled shards anyway. This is the different element. I would have pulled shards anyway. So if I pull shards anyway and I've got a chance of getting a legendary champion along the way, then great. But 27 is a ton. And, you know, that's probably a bit over the top of what I would normally do. Certainly, for my account, personally, I've already got TATURA. I'm not that needing of a dupe. So I would probably stop here. And I actually do want this. Yeah, I do want better blessings on my account. And I guess I'm probably going to just about get there with the amount of shards I've got, honestly. So that works out for me. But if you want TATURA, I mean, let's talk about TATURA, I guess. You know, how good a champion is this to get? Probably underrated as a champion. Was a fusion already in the past. So, you know, a lot of people who've played the game for a while will already have TATURA. And, yeah, I mean, looks damn sweet, right? Looks like a damn sweet hero. I think a damn sweet champion. Really cool skin. But any good? Let's have a look. Good speed, good base stats. It's a defense-based hero, so therefore, you know, easy to keep alive. Good in a lot of content. Decreased accuracy on the A1. Got block debuffs and increased defense on the A2 on a free turn. Yeah, and then an A3, which is an AoE. It hits hard. It is a smack. Yeah, and in fact, the A1 hits pretty damn hard as well. But the A3 is a smack. Puts perfect veil on your team, and then a shield on TATURA. So I used TATURA when we did this kind of like clan boss challenge with Deadwood Jedi. TATURA made sure that the clan boss always hit TATURA on the stun hit because everyone else had a perfect veil. And at the same time, TATURA places a shield on himself. Therefore, you know, the stun hit wasn't anywhere near as bad as it could have been. But yeah, it actually turns out to be a really good way to direct a stun. I mean, perfect veil on your whole team is also is very rare. Yeah, so something like Hydra, when you're up against the head of Torment, is actually a really good champion for that as well. Good buffs, good damage, and an okay debuff on the A1, depending on where you use them. Decreased accuracy is actually very helpful for later game content. And then it's got this reflect ability as well, so reflects 30% damage back to the attacker and a chance to freeze. I mean, overall, a good champion for Clan Boss, for Hydra. You know, if you're on a newer account, this would carry you everywhere. It would literally be playing in every area of the game. But it's a lot to invest for a TATURA. I'll be honest with that. I don't think if someone says to me, "Would you invest that for a TATURA?" You know, to kind of build your account, it's a lot. Unless you've already got a big chunk of those sacreds already, it's probably not worth it. But down to you guys. Anyway, hopefully that's given you a bit of a rounding of my thoughts. This was the other thing I was going to talk about. Prime Gaming drops number 2. Basically, if you're part of Amazon Prime, then you're already going to be in the mix for this. I am. And for me, personally, Amazon Prime, I feel like it's a good deal, personally. I'm not saying go and buy it. I'm not affiliated with Amazon in any way. Do what you want to do. But for me, it's good. I get TV. I get a sub to someone on stream. We get now raid drops. You know, before the raid drops thing, it was good. I get deliveries quick. Like, for me, in my world, Amazon Prime's decent. And I think it's quite a good collaboration for raid. But basically, you hit your claim now. You're going to get a code. And let's see what we get. Yeah, so everyone gets their own unique code, which you then pump into promo codes. No good trying to copy mine. I just used it. But basically, we all get, anyone who's doing this time around just gets some shield set. And because it's items like this, it's going to be completely randomized. Now, if it was just get yourself Amazon Prime to get this set, it's not worth, okay? It's not worth. But when it is part of the kind of wider group of stuff that you're going to get over time, then I think it's actually pretty decent. Who likes, by the way, this change to the change of font here? Weird. HP with speed. Can't see because I'm in the way. I mean, it's random. It's random if you've got good stuff or not. This is actually an okay piece. Just HP percent main stat with some speed. This is useless. This is not good for what I would actually want from a shield set. But if it rolled double crit rate, then it's actually not a bad offensive piece. Not terrible, really, for an account. HP percent is where you want it to roll. Anyway, we're waffling. That's about it for this video. Obviously, do what you want to do for the Hero's Path, but I think it's pretty whale-ish if you're trying to get that champion. Like, it's up there as kind of whale-ish, but definitely as a free-to-play or a low spender, you should be able to get one of those legendary tomes just from doing the hero training and maybe pulling the odd 1 or 2 sacreds that you are going to do anyway. There you go, guys. I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you later.